In an effort to explore Colorado, we set out on monthly day trips to do just that. This is The List. So here we are, we completed the list. To recap, when we first started out these trips, we were looking for ideas on exploring Colorado. The website that inspired the list was at onlyinyourstate.com. We used that list as a guide and modified it to fit our purposes. Now, this list was based upon trips for each month. The first trip starting in August 2021 and the last trip being in July 2022. However, there are a few trips on the list that we didn't do or show on this channel. For example, in the month of April, the trip was to cheer on the Colorado Rockies baseball team. Although we did go to a few games, it wasn't something really cared to share. Plus, it was a little tricky finding home games within that month. The July trip was wrestling a gator at the Colorado Gators Reptile Park. This park was near Masaka and Great Sand Dunes. We didn't do this trip because we recently moved from Florida and coming across alligators was pretty common. So we had no interest in seeing alligators, although it would have been pretty neat to check out the towns, even hold the gators, but we just decided not to go. Plus our 2022 summer plans were getting full with other trips. One of the great things about the list was it gave us a framework to do something for each month. Our first year in Colorado felt like we already explored so much across the state. Each trip gave us ideas for other things in those areas to come visit again. One of the flaws from the list was the time of the year and the season wasn't taken into account for these trips. For example, in March, the St. Elmo trip was snowed in and closed for the winter. Although we did see stuff in the small town, a lot of the shops and stuff was closed down for the winter. In May, the wine tour in West Elk Valley was not quite open for the season. There were quite a few vineyards that were closed down for the winter and haven't opened yet. But alas, this was a good experience. We're incredibly glad that we got to do these trips, and this list made planning trips a bit easier. I think one of the things we can take away from this trip is next time, take more days to do them. At times, the trips felt a bit rushed because we had to work around our work schedules and try to do them as short as possible. But we look forward to doing more trips like this in the future. So thanks for watching and enjoy the trails.